You're in the zone, the superhero zone. Cue intro. Hello, and welcome to Superheroes 101. My name's Xavier, and I'll be your host. And welcome to the very first episode of my new Dino Fury wrap-up series. The series where I talk all things Dino Fury, from the show to the toys and theories, and more. And yeah, every Wednesday I'll be giving you a new episode of this series, kind of giving you a break from the Loki series that I'm currently doing. And I'll be alternating every Wednesday with this series and my new Miraculous Miracle series, where I'm going to be reviewing those episodes as well. But without further ado, let's get right into this very first episode of the Dino Fury wrap-up. But before we get into the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications so that you get notified every time I upload a video to this channel. Also, if you're interested in all of my superhero content, you can go follow me on Instagram at xavier.lee101 and my TikTok at xavier.lee6 for any cool, awesome content that you want to see over there. I also take video suggestions, just to let you know. But without further ado, let's actually get right into this video. This video is also going to be a top 5 best parts of this particular Dino Fury episode because it's easier, and plus I like to do them, hence why I've done them for the Loki series that I'm doing. But anyway, let's start off at number 5 with Amelia's job. Amelia works at BuzzBlast. BuzzBlast is kind of like YouTube, and they do all types of stories about fashion, shoes, clothing, but Amelia wants to do stuff about the paranormal. So she gets permission from Jane, and she gets to do a story about Dinohenge. But little does she know she would become something greater. As you can see, I've done a quick costume change because I'm filming this part and the rest of the video on a separate day. So let's continue with this list, shall we? Coming up at number 4, we have Ollie's mom. Ollie's mom, Dr. Akana, is an archaeologist, and Ollie is her assistant. They go around the world searching catacombs, tombs, and caves, and all types of cool stuff, and she explores, and that's why she ends up at Dinohenge. Dinohenge is the magical place where the Rangers first got their powers, and because of that, dinosaur statues are there, and she's trying to figure out why they're there. So, Ollie and Amelia have met, and then they go to Dinohenge to meet Ollie's mom, Dr. Akana, and she does a scan of the area. The scan causes all of the statue's eyes to glow, and it causes the ground to shake and cause an earthquake. And then when she finishes with the scan and the earthquake subsides and finishes, she finds a chamber underneath Dinohenge, which turns out to be the Ranger base. This might be the cause of the Rangers possibly being revealed to other people, or just Ollie's identity to just be revealed to his mom, because Ollie's mom is not going to let this go. She figured out that a chamber is underneath the Dinohenge statues, and knowing her, an archaeologist is going to go and figure that out, because that's their job. And she's going to try to get money from it, obviously, because that's her job. And this may cause some conflict, and she might not know what to do in this particular situation because her son is a ranger, but also her job is on the line. So yeah, this could be an interesting plot point when it comes to future episodes in this series. Coming up at number 3, we have Void Knight. Void Knight is a very interesting villain. I like how he's not immediately going after the Ranger's power. I like how his purpose is to get the Sporix Beasts. The Sporix Beasts are this alien race of villains that were created for pure destruction and evil. And he's after this not for evil, he's after this to power a machine so that he can give the woman that he loves life. Because right now she's in a coma or catatonic mental state. And yeah, this gives me Gabriel Agreste vibes for all my Miraculous fans out there. This gives me Gabriel Agreste vibes with him and his wife, Emily. All he wants is the Miraculous. All Void Knight wants is a Sporix. You know, parallels. Anyway, I really enjoy that Void Knight is not going after the Ranger powers. And honestly, I feel like Void Knight is one of those unintentional villains. Those villains that we all need, that he's not really evil. He's just doing it for someone that he loves, and that really adds more depth to this character. We'll talk about him and his love in a future episode, but for right now, Void Knight is very cool, and he might be a contender for some of my top villains on Power Rangers ever. Right now, my three most favorite villains are Tenaya 7 for RPM and Blazing Roxy from Beast Morphers, because honestly I feel like they play their part out of the evil ranger type of villain. I really like those types of villains, and Void Knight really is making me like him more and more every time we see him on the screen, and I can't wait to see more of him. Hopefully he becomes a good ranger in the end. And yeah, next up at number 2 we have the first ranger team on Earth. As we know, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is chronologically the first ranger team that we've seen on television, but Dino Fury is technically the first ranger team on Earth, because the Zeto's team, as he explained, was created 65 million years ago when they came to fight against the Sporix on Earth during the prehistoric dinosaur times, and the dinosaurs tried to help them, and then the Morphin Masters came in and gave them the Ranger powers 65 million years ago. If Dino Fury, the first ever Dino Fury team before this Dino Fury team, happened 65 million years ago, that means that it's before Mighty Morphin Power Rangers happened, which would happen in the 1990s. And I know the MMPR stands out there are upset with this, but I actually like it because we're actually getting some attention taken off of MMPR, because we give so much attention to MMPR that it gets annoying. And honestly, I like having an older ranger on the team, but yet he still acts like a young kid because he doesn't understand how life works with technology and all this stuff. Even though RAFCON, where Zeto is from, was kind of more technologically advanced than Earth is. And yeah, I hope this comes into play when it comes to other Rangers possibly, and if we actually get to see a modern day version of RAFCON. And yeah. Now finally at number 1, for the very best part of this episode, was the Morphin Masters are back. The Morphin Masters from the comics, and a mention of them was in Mighty Morphin, are back. They're the ones who gave the Dino Fury Rangers their powers, and if we see in a couple of reviews that I will do in the future, I will explain how they also are responsible for other Ranger teams being created. And this is super big for Power Rangers, because if they continue going down this route of including things from the comics, we can get so many more storylines. Like, as we know, we have an animated Power Rangers show in the works that's supposed to happen possibly right after Dino Fury. We really don't know at this point, but we have an animated show in the works, and honestly, they could do an adaptation of Shattered Grid from the comics. I would love to see that animated, and I would like to see so many other storylines from the comics adapted. And this just opens up a whole lot more opportunities for more comic storylines to be integrated into Power Rangers live action series, animated series, whatever. But the Morphin Masters are back, and they are watching the Rangers, and this is really cool. And it makes me wonder, if the Morphin Masters gave the first Dino Fury Rangers their powers, did they give Void Knight his powers? But according to Zeto, Void Knight stole his armor. So did the Morphin Masters give Void Knight his armor? Was there an evil rogue Morphin Master that gave Void Knight his power? Like the evil Morphin Master that was on that planet full of Zeo crystals in the Beyond the Grid storyline? Or did Void Knight actually steal it? We really don't know at this point. But that was the best part of this episode. Leave down in the comments below if you agree with my top 5 picks for the best parts of this first episode of Dino Fury. And leave in the comments your favorite parts of this video. Leave in the comments down below, because I want to know. But yeah, let's get to the end of this video. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications so you get notified every time an episode of this series or another series that I have going on my channel is uploaded to this channel. And also remember that I'm going to be posting one of these Dino Fury wrap-up videos every other Wednesday, and it's going to be a pattern with this and the Miraculous Miracle series that I'm going to be starting next week. And I also have my Loki Mischief and Mayhem series going on, so you should go check that out. And yeah, if you're interested in all of my superhero content, you should follow my Instagram at xavier.lee101 and my TikTok at xavier.lee6 for any cool superhero content, and I also take superhero video suggestions over there, so you should go check it out. Today is a new episode of Loki. Make sure you watch it. No spoilers in the comment section down below. And yeah, if you want more content from me, you're gonna have to wait till my next video. And remember, it's morphin' time. Bye, you guys.